Hello. Let's do our second part of our series on print format. This is part 2, and we will cover Jinja macros today. And if you haven't watched our previous one, it's on our YouTube channel. That's ERPGulf, and here you can see the how to create a print format. That we have covered many type of print. Sales invoice format, etc. So you can watch it, and the code is in our website. You can see it there. So, like as I have explained most of the part, except this, except the macros, and there is hooks that you need to learn to create a complete one. So, if you are the next part, we will cover hooks. Okay, so there will be hooks on Jinja. So that we will cover on part 3. That will be the next one. So this one we will cover Jinja macros. So what is macros? Macros is a function. As you know, Jinja is a programming language, and macros is the function inside that, but it has a lot of limitation. But as far as creating an invoice or creating something, making some customization, some related things, you can use macros. It's very helpful. And for on the macros, now it's normal Frappe framework things like get doc, get all, this type of things is supported now on macro. So straight away we'll go. Before going to that, you can refer to our previous video, and the code itself is here. So I'll just copy the code because I don't want to write the code and waste your time. So I'll just make a code here first, and this part of the code. If you are watching the last series, I'll just open this. I'll just open here. And I'll try to create a print format. This all I have explained, so I'm not explaining again. So I will just put it here. A print format for, let's say, delivery note. Okay, what you will do? Just put it here, session 2 delivery notes. Okay, so this is on delivery note. This on delivery note, and it's a custom format which I have explained. I will just put it here. This is the one, and I will just make it here, and I will do a duplicate. Then open delivery note. Delivery note. Okay, delivery note. Then I'll go to the first one. This first one. Okay, there is rate 100 and all. So I'll just put it here and go to the print format, session 2 delivery note. Okay. Oh God. Okay. I just copied some unnecessary things, so I'll just remove that. I'll come back to that. So why I am removing. So here, get macro, because I put a macro here. Macro. Okay. So removed macro. So here you can see it's Arabic formats, so it's from right to left, but regardless, you can see here there is a MacBook and the unit price, taxable amount, tax rate, this type of things in a normal invoice. I have explained you that thoroughly in the last video, so please refer to that before you are checking this one. Okay. Before you are continuing that, you can check why it is there. Now I will try to explain what is macro? So I will write a macro. That's, let's say there is taxable amount. No, let's put unit price. There is unit price 200, 100 and this one. Okay, so I will put above 100 in red color and below 100 in let's say blue color. Okay, so I'll just write a macro here. Just it's I told you it's like a function. I'm just writing it here. You can write in VS Code or anywhere. Jinja is supported in VS Code, so you can write it wherever you want. So I'm writing it here. So macro, I'll give a name called color, not macros, it's just macro. Color quantity. Okay, so, and what is the input? Input is quantity, and you need, for each line you need to put it this. Okay, then only it will understand it's not an HTML thing. Okay, then I will write what, if quantity, that's the input, greater than 100, then again, because each line I told you need to close it like this. Okay, then you need to return something. So return what? Return an HTML. So I'll just write an HTML. I'll put style, because on the style I can put color, and color blue, it's on greater than, I'll put blue. Then this is on this, two curly brackets, it will actually return a value on HTML. I explained in the last video, please refer to that. So it will return the same quantity in color. So this is what it does. Now that's fine. Then else, I need to make an else statement. Else. Okay, now else what to do? Same here, I'm just copying this, but color or blue. Okay, no, blue, I'll put here red. Okay, then I need to put here end if. Okay, end if. Okay, fine, end if. Then you need to put end macro also, because end macro, it's a single word, there is no space inside that, so I'll just put it here, end macro, and I run it. So what will happen? Nothing will happen, because this is a function, and like any programming language, you haven't called it, so you need to call it some places. So I will put where there is a quantity. So here, where is the quantity? This is quantity, this line is quantity, so I'll just put it here, this one. Okay, on the quantity page, what I need to do, color quantity, the name is color quantity, right? Okay, I'll just color quantity. Okay, then this raw quantity is actually the raw that we have explained in the last video, so you need to refer that again, because I'm not going back and explain it again. So here it's actually the color quantity, and I will just copy this part here to put it in center, and TD and TD. Okay, so this is actually, I'm calling the function color quantity, and the input is actually the raw quantity, expected. So TD style, raw quantity. Okay, I need to close the bracket, forgot to close the bracket. if you are using VS Code or something for that, there will be auto correction. So now you can see, oh, there is 333. So which one I sent? I need to send unit price instead of this. I made a mistake here. So this is unit row, right? It should be rate. I put quantity instead of that. I put rate. Okay. Now see here. Forget about the heading and all. So if it's more than 100, it's 200. It's in blue and in black. This can be applied on anything. Let's say if quantity is more than 100, you need to send it in truck, and if it's less than 100, you need to send it by courier. And let's say I'll put it like this. Put it like courier, and here no, here you need to put by truck and put by courier. So small quantity you can send it by courier, and the big one in the truck. So if you put it like that, so it will write here truck and courier. Okay, so this is a function you can call online or wherever you want. So you will get it in color or in format, in bold, or you can put the text, or you can make some calculation. For example, if you want to put it the quantity, percentage of the quantity, or quantity double of the quantity, something like that, you can just do it here, like, okay, go QTV into 100. You can put it like that. No issue with that. So you can do anything. You can see it's 20,000 truck. I just multiplied by that. So you can do arithmetic calculation, percentage, coloring, everything using macro. So this is a simple macro theme, but according to your requirement, you can develop it. So I am developing it into something that's very important now, because a lot of people asking this. The thing is to put serial number inside sales invoice or delivery note. Why? How it is important now? Because there is major changes in version 15. Also, there are in version 15. You can see there are some changes. That is, it is not saving serial numbers inside invoice or delivery note. It is saved somewhere, something different. I'll show you here. So if it's take delivery note, you will not see. If you go there, here, if you go here, you will not see serial numbers, but the serial numbers are stored inside. Where is it? So this one is without serial number. This is without serial number. This one is with serial number, maybe. Oh God, I don't have any invoice with the delivery note. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm searching. I'm searching on. It should be on items. Okay. Sorry. So here, if you see it here, there is something called serial and batch bundle. So how it is in batch bundle, because there is a major change in the version 15, that everything is stored inside the serial and batch bundle. Serial and batch bundle. So basically what happens, whatever the serial number is there in the delivery note, it's actually not there. So it will be stored inside another document, that is serial and batch number. So it will be like that. It will be like, let me pull this. Now what is happening here? Now there is delivery note and the serial numbers are stored inside serial and batch numbers. Okay, serial and batch numbers. This is another document. So if you are making sales invoice with delivery note, so the serial on the items, it's only stored delivery note inside the delivery. So if you want to print it on the sales invoice, you need to first look into delivery note, then look into the sales and batch items. So if you want to print delivery note, you can just look it like that. Or if it's just a sales invoice without delivery note, so from sales invoice it will go to serial and batch numbers. I'll show you all of that. This image is a little bit confusing, but I will show it in the documentation. Not in documentation. I'll show it here. So it will be okay. Now what I will do, so there is what we were doing. So this same, first I will take a delivery note. I'll take a delivery note. So this delivery note I am taking, and when I'm going to inspect and go to console, these steps, we have another video how it is doing. So but I'll just put it here, then go here, then items, you will see there is a serial and batch bundle. The number is SAP, this one. Okay, so what you need to do using Jinja macros, you need to first pull this number, then from inside that number you need to pull serial number, then print it. Okay, so how do we use that? You need to write a, so let's start basically. So this is for delivery note, right? So okay, so I'll remove this one, color macro. So no need anymore. I'll just remove it from here also. Color. Okay. Now I will write a macro that is actually pulling serial number from serial and batch doc type. Okay. So let's go straight. I'll just try to write it here. Macro get serial, something like that. Get serial. Okay, then what you need to pass here, you need to pass the item code. So because you need to pull it from here, so you need to get the item code, and that item code you need to pass it to this serial and batch number. Okay, that way it will work, because serial and batch number will be same for both. So I will put here, this function need to accept item code, then it need to accept what? It need to accept serial and batch number. So I'll just put it here, serial and batch doc number actually. So it will be from that. So I'll just make it, then close it. Okay, Now what to do? Set serial. So what this is both. I'll just name it here. It's not serial number. Set serial is equal to Frappe.get doc, because this get doc will work here, and this is a new addition. It wasn't working in the past, so you can use it. Get doc, get all, etc., etc. You can use it here. So get doc, then you need to put the put the serial and batch doc type serial. What is the doc type? Serial and batch bundle. This is the doc type. You need to copy the doc type from here. Serial and batch bundle. Okay, and you need to put the value that we have passed, serial underscore number. That's just this number. Okay, it's not the same. So just don't confuse. And you need to put an and. Okay, should be okay. If any syntax error, we will come back and correct it. Then what we need to do, you got this, then you need to put it in a for loop like we would normally do in the programming. We need to put in a for loop and get the actual serial, the real serial number. Okay, so how we do that for serial item? So what is serial item? Drop the serial. I'll put for serial underscore item. So you need to give any name here. In serial underscore entries. Okay, I'll just put it here. So here serial and batch number. So what is here? So here there is something called entries. You need to collect it from here actually. So the serial numbers you will find it here. If there is serial number, it should be here. Let me see what is the serial and batch number list. Okay, here I made some mistake. Let me see here. There is something called entries. On this entries, you will have the real serial number. So this is the serial number. So how we should get? We should get this one, and then inside the entries, you will have the serial number. So you must match it with this. So a little bit confusing, but you can serial item or then serial dot entries. This is entries. Okay, it's not this field name is not items here. It's just entries. I don't know why they give this entries. So you need to put here also entries. Okay, then fine. Okay, now then you need to return that serial number. So the last session I told you, if you put 2 curly bracket, so you will serial underscore item, serial underscore item dot serial underscore number. Let me verify. This is serial. Okay, this serial underscore number. Here it is. Here the serial underscore number is there. So this one you need to pull. Okay. So this number you need to pull. Then you will get serial number. So this serial number you will return. And then you need to close the for loop. End for. So it should be okay. I don't know if there is any syntax error. We will. Oh, okay. Let's close the end macro. End macro. So this should be okay. Let me try to save it. While I am saving, if there is an error, okay. Tags are they're looking for following end macro innermost. Okay, what is that? So there is a for loop. There is an end for. There is an end macro. So what happened? Okay, unknown tag should be set. Set. Okay. End of block. Set serial bundle. Okay. Now this macro is set. Now what we need to do? You need to, like I told you before, you need to call this macro. Okay. So however you will call this macro, it's actually, it should be, okay, let's put it near item code. Okay, we will do it near item code or description or something. There is some description code. Let me check item model and description. So there is a description, item quantity. I'll put it here. Let's see. I'll put it here. A get macro. Get. What is that? Get serial, right? What is that? Get serial. And what we need to pass here, row dot item underscore code, then row dot serial serial and batch bundle. It is there on the field, you can see it in batch bundle, and close the brackets. One, close the bracket and this, put this two. Okay, why this one? This one not it. Okay, so this one should return serial numbers. Let's see. There is some error. No, get serial. No module number. Frappe or doc type, new serial and batch number. Oh, why it's new? It's not new. Just serial and batch number. Okay. Okay. Who is serial number? There's no serial. Okay. The serial number all came here. We made a mistake that it's not inside the loop. Just let me check it. Get serial number. It So it will appear like this. Actually, I put a color also, so I fixed that error. So it's like you get it all the serial numbers under each item code. Okay. So what we need to do now, there is, because this all items has serial number, but if there is no serial number, you need to put an if condition here. So let's say if some items doesn't have a serial number, you need to put it. The code is on our site, you can just refer it. So it's like if row dot serial and batch bundle, then so there is an if condition here. So if there is an if condition, then only you need to print, otherwise the serial number, the line serial number is not required, so it need not go through that loop. So I just put it here. You can, when you are referring to the document, you will see this. Otherwise it will be confusing if when you are creating an actual invoice. This is the test invoice. I put all here and if. So if you put it here like this, then you will see all the serial numbers here. So this is actually the delivery note. So I put the code here. So if you see delivery note, there is, you need to do it same on sales invoice, because sales invoice also customers need to print serial number. So how you will do that? It's same. So the code is here. So how you need to do that? I will just, because let me see, there is a invoice, sales invoice. I have a sales invoice I created for testing. It's almost same. So if you go to inspect, with what I've called here, I was actually thinking. So if you go to here, you will see the same serial and batch fields. Use serial and batch fields now. So if there is no, it will be like this. If there is no if you are not taking this update stock, you are actually doing it through a delivery note. So at that time there will be delivery note. So if you are ticking it here, it will be through, this serial and batch document. So it will be either or. So it will be, if this is not update stock. So if this is not update stock, you will see here delivery note. You will see here delivery note for the, you can see it here, delivery note number for each items, because it can be from multiple delivery note. That's why it's under items. Okay. And if it's if there is, let's say I have it here something. If it's an update stock, so if you have an update stock here, then the data will be there in the, the data will be there in the items, and on each items inside you will see serial and batch bundle. So on the sales invoice you need to apply the logic. If it's an update stock, then you need to pull the data from serial and batch number. If it's not update stock not ticked here, then it need to pull the delivery number from the delivery note. You need to pull it the serial and batch number. So it is two kind of delivery note. You need to apply the logic. So I have it here on the documentation. So I will just show you. So this will be for the update stock sales invoice. That means the sales invoice without actual delivery note. I will try to create one print format for that. So it will be session 2 sales invoice update stock direct. Okay, update stock, very descriptive, sales invoice. Okay, so this one, if I'm doing it here, I just copy the same delivery note thing here, because almost other things are same. Only thing I need to change here will be get micro, get serial. Let me see, let me run it here. It's an update stock. Okay, so sales invoice, okay. So this one is update stock one. Okay, I'll print it. When I print it, session 2 delivery note, no, session 2 sales invoice with delivery note. Okay, so refresh, it will print it actually, because it's the procedure is same. You don't need to change much in the code, because the raw data and everything will be same. So it will just like delivery note, it will take and pass this item code and the serial and batch bundle to this here, and it will print it. So a minor correction you can do that, but this is done. And then you need to make another one, that is it need to check first the delivery note, then it will go to session 2 sales invoice with the delivery note. Okay, so sales invoice with the delivery note. Okay, I copied it same here, but if you are trying to run it, this is with the delivery note, this one with delivery note. That means it's not, there is no update stock ticked here, so it should be the same delivery note I showed you before. So if I try to run it and session 2 with the delivery note, you will not get it, because it need to check the delivery note, then from the delivery note it should go. So you need to write it here, you need to make changes here in this one. Let me see what are the changes that you need to make here. It is, first you need to check delivery note, then from the delivery note it will go to serial batch number. I have it here, I will just copy, because I don't want to write and mess it up. So here we have serial number batch. So this one, what it's actually doing, I'll explain you once it's executing. Okay, so session 2 sales invoice with delivery note. There should be something in macro. Okay, get. Okay, on the line item also we need to make some correction here. So instead of passing this one, you need to pass delivery note item. So it's just like, here you can see the serial numbers on the sales invoice. Actually, the code is here. I will put the comment, the code link, and this pretty much, and you need the modification and the styling and everything that we have explained in the past. So the next one we will cover on the session 3. Session 3 we will cover what hooks. Okay, so you can actually write a function inside Python and call on Jinja. So I'll explain you in the next session. It's actually if you need anything complicated to do it on Jinja, you can do it in this way. So I'll update you when we are releasing that video. So keep following us on social media, or you can send us email to support@erpgulf.com. Okay, thanks and appreciate you joining us. Thank you.